So I just stumbled onto a gold mine. Not literally, but for me, it's an amazing piece of paradise, very close to home. And it wasn't what I was looking for. I was just following a road next to a little sort of creek area, hoping to find a way to get down closer to it and maybe find a bit of area where I could film it's a bit secluded. And the road ran out just up that area up there, and looks like it's a closed down golf club. And the area I'm walking in now, I believe, would have once upon a time been a driving range. And even though there's private property signs up, it's all open. All fences and that used to be here have been torn down. The building itself is still like gated up at the front reception. This is sort of off to the side and different again. But it's a bit of paradise. If this is somewhere I can walk and talk for these videos without getting in trouble, well, this is my place. And it's absolutely tranquil. So this is my gold mine. And I'll just give you a quick spin this way. I took a bit of footage earlier too that I could use as a bit of B-roll. So I'll start from where I came from. My car's parked over behind that hill there. That's sort of like that hill goes back down the other side and there's a road there. You can see the roofs of some houses over there to give you an idea. Over in line with that tallest tree there, just to the right of that is where the building of the golf club is. And the golf range it goes back in that direction. You can see maybe in the distance there's some fencing there. It's the back end of the building. So I'm not going in over that area, which is where there's private property signs and stuff like that, even though it's no longer functioning. And I have seen other people walk through there. There's a walkway there. It's actually a walkway all around the side here. But that would have been part of, I believe, the golf course at one point. So I've just ducked out, and this is here, looking straight down. It's like a driving range, I believe is what this was, a practice area. So, yeah, you can hear the birds, beautiful. There are houses fairly close by, so it wasn't exactly what I was looking for, but hey, this is beautiful in my opinion. Bit of shade on this side. I'm just going to do a bit of walk and talk and I'll come down the other side. But this video, to show off this beautiful piece of land I've just found where there's nobody, yeah, it's an impromptu video. I definitely wasn't going to be making a video like this. I had in mind another topic that would be, I was picturing a sit down type video, and then I just happened to find this space, and this is absolutely beautiful. Thankfully it is still upkept, it's been mowed, so if this was knee-high grass, even though it's winter here in Queensland, I wouldn't be walking through it, the amount of snakes we do get. But yeah, if it stays kept like this, what more can I ask for? And even if I want to do sit down videos at some point, I'll bring a chair with me and I'll come down here. But this is my first time here, so a bit exploring. I've also got to be wary of wildlife in the form of birds. Just like a lot of places, we have magpies. There's one right there. Don't know if that's going to catch it on the video. He's obviously not shy. But certain times of year they can want to be protective and swoop you. And we have another native bird, a plover, which also known as swoopy too. So, but thankfully I can't see any of them around at the moment, so it's a free walk. Awesome. Actually, this would be an ideal place to bring your dogs. We got a couple of little snaglets, sausage dogs. They'd love this space. Oh, look at this. So even up in here, there's an awesome little spot here. I could put up a chair and a backdrop of trees, some older fallen ones, but you know, I'd get a bit of shade from the trees, so it wasn't so bright on the camera. Give you guys a bit of a shot of that. So sort of, again, I've come from down that way, come around here, there's this tiny little alcove in here, been created from this fallen tree and other debris, you know, vegetation that's grown around this. And so it's created this little alcove in here. And I was thinking, you know, look at the shade that you get. The sun's out in full force. So to be surrounded by native trees, some gums there too, like, yeah, couldn't ask for more really. What an amazing place to find, like just so unexpected, and it really does make me excited, you know, and that's a good thing. Something that some of my recent videos have touched on, you know, feeling a bit lost and not sure what to do once you hit 40 plus, you know, life, it just changes. I mean, life changes all the time, but once you hit that age, for me personally, it's an indication or realization that more years are behind you than left in front of you in the span of your life. I'm almost 50, and the simple things start really meaning something more for me personally. And it was a driving range, and and yeah, and so finding something like this when you weren't looking for it just makes me go, you ripper. You know, I get this nice area to walk, talk, film. A lot of crows though, so it can get a bit noisy by the sounds of that. And having seen magpies, at certain times of year I wouldn't be able to come down here anyway, because the birds would be all out. And obviously if they stop upkeeping this with a slasher mower, it wouldn't be safe to venture here. But I'd say they have to keep this upkept because there's residential area just all around the back there. It's hard to make it out, but there are some places you can see through the trees there. So there's homes there, which means, you know, in our area, letting something like this grow up, it'd just be infested with snakes, and that wouldn't be safe for those homes. So maybe that's something the council just has to always be on top of in this place, even though it's no longer operating. Oh, yeah, but looking over in that space, you can see, you see that netting going all the way up in the middle of the trees there? I didn't notice it till I got down. I think they've taken a lot of it down, but that must have been too hard to get to through those trees. And so there's some remaining netting there. So I was right, this was a driving range, and that would have been to protect the homes on that side. It's like exploring, like when you're a little kid. You know, I used to often frequent an area near where we lived. We called it over the tracks because it was over a road and then over some train tracks, and then past that was just bush. And but in saying that, not so dense, and this is in New Zealand, so snakes are not an issue over there. And yeah, we used to just live for that. And finding something like this, it's that same sort of excitement where you found something and you go, I wasn't expecting this, but this is cool. It's an adventure. And look at this, something just random. Oh, check it out. Check it out. See, I was supposed to be here today. A golf ball. Dirty as anything. Golf ball. Oh, it's been hit by a mower. Is that just a bit of dirt? I was about to say it's been hit by a mower, but no, it's whole. What are the chances? Right in line with where I'm walking. And here we have something else random just piled here, just sitting here, an old trailer. So I think this place has been abandoned for some time. Look at the rust on this thing. It's rusted out at the bottom of it. And it's almost like someone maybe thought of cleaning this area up at some point. Mostly vegetation in there. There's an old mattress underneath it, or maybe someone's dumped it here after the fact. But just wow. Crazy, but cool. Sorry, this video is way out of the norm from what I would normally do. Oh, you're kidding me. I just found another golf ball in a little creek with ducks in it. I wonder how long this place has been abandoned for. And for me to still come here and find these, like, how has no one else found this place? Another golf ball. See? Sonic range. And make it even more awesome, I've got this little creek here. A little pond almost, I don't know. It's attached to some sort of waterway. But there were ducks in that earlier. Here we go. How random. The adventure's paid off. So again, so this is late on a Friday. After work on my way home. Had a site visit. It was in the city. And yeah, I got a good run with no traffic. And so it's days like this where I go, okay, it's a sunny day. I'll beat the traffic. I've got an hour or two of daylight left. It is winter, so the sun goes down quick, days are short. But finding places like this are just amazing. Like, wow, not even thought of. Like, really not even thought of. This is just... And now I've got 3 golf balls. 2 here and 1 in my pocket. I'm sure I'll find more. But it's like, I stumbled across it just by driving. People live here. You know, I've seen like little evidence of someone walking their dog here, not picking up after them, but it's like, even this would be my space. Although in saying that, it's loud. The crows are loud. So if the crows are well homed here, beautiful place to set up a chair and talk on a video, but and I'm definitely going to try it, just in case the crows are just set up here for now. But if they're homed here, it'll always be too noisy to sit in that area probably. But an old stick that's fallen out of a tree. Branch, not a stick, it's a stick now. So I'm getting down towards the end of where this range was. I'm going to keep calling it the range though. This is my new spot that I found. And for as long as no one tells me off, I'll come here and film and just be amazed by the beauty. It's basically right at the end of suburbia. And so it's very close to home. Only a 5-minute drive for me. Some other form of pathway behind there. I'm now right at the very back, the very end of this range. I'm just curious. I don't know what's through there. Oh, no. pathway. This is a driveway. It could be private property, so I'm not going to go like as in someone's residential property. It's possible. I might have to get on the maps or even see where the road turns down that way. It's one other way. I've come in one way, and I think there's another way out. So follow that around and see what I can see. Be a shame not to use this space, wouldn't it? So I'm going to walk back now. I'm going down the other side of the range, driving range. I have to put my shades on, just because there's no shelter from the sun onto this side. Well, thank you for joining me on this majorly impromptu journey. There's drainage here. The rain must have pooled in this area. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Don't want to look like I'm stalking or staring into people's land. Ah. Okay. So even though there are houses on that side, I'm now on the side where that netting is, and amongst the trees. So even though there are homes on that side, they're actually across a road by the looks of it, so that road must come down the side. Which is really cool. Because even though there's that pond / creek area back there, which would be beautiful to be near and to have as a backdrop. As I'm sure you can tell on the recording, the effect of the crows is far less intense on this side because that's where they are. And so noise-wise might be something I've just got to keep in mind. Oh yeah, this is where that netting is. Amazing, amazing. Just, I don't know. I guess for me, I haven't found an abandoned place or area. I don't know, maybe since I was a kid. Maybe this is a sign. Because I've been finding a lot of inspiration for topics and things that I want to talk about that reference memories and stories from my childhood. And up into my early adulthood. But then reflect on the differences between then and now, and values that I believe are important to keep in today's day and age where possible. So those are a line of videos I'm going to try out at some point and see how successful they are. So I'm still finding my feet, finding my gold mines, my driving ranges. So yeah, so I'm still finding my way on the YouTube journey. I've tried a few different types of videos. I think they're all pretty helpful as far as what I'm trying to get across, what the context is of my videos. Obviously my earlier ones are worse than my later ones, and even months from now they'll be better than this one today, as I get more comfortable with filming myself on camera and putting things out to you and finding my groove. So when I say that what I'm releasing topic-wise I think is beneficial, some of it is sort of rinse and repeat stuff, as in not me repeating myself, but it's been done before. So it's not necessarily new. Some of it is. Some of my newer stuff has been. I think so. Anyway, if someone else has done it, then that's just, I guess, coincidence. It can happen. And then, like I suggested, videos that I do that are sort of have a link back to my past obviously should be pretty unique because it's me. Well, I'm nearly back up to what would be the top of this range where people would do their driving. And thank you for joining me on this random adventure / walk and talk, as I found something excitingly new for both of us. And day's beautiful. Couldn't ask for a better day to have stumbled across a beautiful place. So, my name's Carl. Thank you for joining me. And until next time, look after yourself.